Greetings. Okay, I want to talk about Walid Shoebat. Everybody knows in the Christian circles that pays attention to end-time prophecy knows who Walid Shoebat is. And what I want to talk about here is Walid Shoebat's doctrine of Mecca being Mystery Babylon. Okay, and that Mecca Mystery Babylon is not Mystery Babylon. Okay, see what Walid Shoebat is a what you call a Zionist Shill, sent forth from the real Mystery Babylon, which is Jerusalem. See, a lot of people just really choose not to want to open the scriptures and really search for truth. And these men know that. And the Zionists know that. And they send forth these people, such as Walid Shoebat, just to name a few others, quickly, John Hagee, Perry Stone, Paul Begley, many of these people that are tied into mainstream are basically Zionist employees dressed up as Christians, looking like Christians. And what they're doing is they're making millions of dollars off the backs of ignorant Christians. If you study the Talmud, you will see where it says in the Talmud that that these blind Jewish leaders that are anti-Christian are going to make money off the backs of ignorant Christians. And so this is how they do this. This is how Mystery Babylon operates, is they send forth these people, Jew and Gentile alike, unsaved, dress them up, and send them forth to write books, to go to conventions, to breathe heresy. Okay? And many people allow themselves to get sucked up into that web of Mystery Babylon's deception because they just simply won't open up the scriptures and read the scriptures and see what it says about who really is Mystery Babylon. In the Old Testament, it talks about Jerusalem being Mystery Babylon. Jesus talked about Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets. Okay, how I've longed to gather you like a hen gathers her chicks. But they refused. If you go to the book of Revelation and take a careful study in the book of Revelation, you will see it clearly says in ink, in the inspired word of God, that Jerusalem is Mystery Babylon. Mystery Babylon is where all the ancient prophets were stoned, killed. And Mystery Babylon is where the two prophets coming through the Great Tribulation will be killed, is at Mystery Babylon, Jerusalem. Jerusalem is where the Antichrist is going to set up his kingdom. Not Iraq. Iraq wasn't where the ancient prophets were stoned. Iraq's not where the two future prophets are going to be stoned. I mean, come on, get real. Mecca. See, this is what Walid Shoebat likes to teach, is Mecca. This is what they tell Walid Shoebat to teach. You'll make a lot of money off your books and stuff. You see, these people sell their souls for heresy, for money, to breathe heresy. Okay? And Walid Shoebat likes to place Mystery Babylon as centered in Mecca. See, these men are trained to speak well. They're trained to speak well. They're trained to be convincing. And that's why it's so important to study the scriptures alone, so you're not deceived by these cunning doctrines by men that are good speakers that make it look so biblical with their heresy. Okay? So what these men are doing, 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3 talks about just exactly who I'm talking about with Walid, Shoebat, and the rest of these mainstream that are unsaved and making money off the backs of you ignorant Christians by twisting and maligning the Word of God and making it look like doctrine. And a lot of you people just choose to buy right into it. And 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 3 says, and through covetousness with vain words they're going to make merchandise of you. Go look up the definition of vain. Go look up the definition of merchandise. They're concocting stories, made up stories, trying to make it look like biblical doctrine. They're writing books, making DVDs, CDs, whatever, and selling this stuff through the Christian book centers, through their websites, through any tool that they can use to peddle the Word of God, the false Word of God, actually. Because see, they're tossing in a little bit of truth. They have to toss in some truth to look real, to look like the genuine Christian. But it's that rest of that percent where they remove and add the imaginations of their own heart. And this is a part of Mystery Babylon, where Israel sends forth these false prophets to penetrate the Gentile churches and to breathe heresy. And unsaved Jewish leaders and unsaved Gentile pastors are locking arms with each other. The unsaved Gentile pastors are helping get the Jewish leaders into the church. And once they're in, then they begin to breathe their heresy, cloaking it. Good speakers to convince you that it's real, it's biblical, it's from Jesus Christ, when it's not. There never was any prophets that was stoned in Mecca. Jesus makes it clear. He talks about the ancient prophets, where they were stoned. It's talking about Mystery Babylon. It's very clear where the two future prophets are going to be stoned at Mystery Babylon. Right where the Antichrist is going to be is in Mystery Babylon. That's where the Antichrist, the son of perdition, is going to. Is Mystery Babylon. Read the book of Daniel. Also, that parallels in with the book of Revelation, where the Antichrist goes to set up Mystery Babylon. But the Zionists want to send forth their shills to keep you in blindness, to make you think America or Mecca or Kumbaya is Mystery Babylon, in order to get people to worship Israel, to continue to send money, which they've been making billions of dollars off Christians for many of decades. And in order to continue to get that money off the backs of ignorant Christians, they have to send forth these shills on a payroll to lie to you, so you'll continue to empty your pockets and your banking accounts and send it to the nation of Israel. See, Apostle Paul said, not Israel's Israel. Those that are circumcised of the heart are the true seed of Abraham. These people in the mainstream are not the true seed of Abraham. They just look like it. They are the hired hands. See, Jesus talked about the hired hands. And these men are shills sent forth to deliberately deceive you, and their reward that they're getting is popularity and a lot of money to be able to write books. And when Jesus returns, he's going to give them a just reward for the false doctrine. Walid Shoebat is a fake and a Zionist shill. Believe him not. Study the book of Revelation. You will see, if you believe, that the book of Revelation is the inspired word of God. Study it. You will see. Mystery Babylon is Jerusalem. Now,